What is going on, all? Welcome back to KvltDeFi. This is the channel where we bring you the latest and greatest in innovations and tech in decentralized finance. And really what we try to do is showcase, teams and protocols and projects that really exemplify what it means to be true DeFi, specifically on PulseChain, and even more specifically in the Jacob ecosystem on PulseChain. Thanks very much for joining me back, guys. Honestly, I've missed you over the last few days. There is a lot going on behind the scenes. I wish I could tell you all of it, but we'll aim to get through as much of it as we can. Before we do that, let's have a look. So very happy to say we've got Orish Max in the house. How you doing, brother? And we've got the Wookie. The Wookie is on every live stream that I watch, pretty much Wookie's there. It's either Wookie or Tin Top. They're on there. Honestly, I don't even know if those guys get much sleep. They're absolutely all around all the time. And I think I'm on a completely different time zone to them. So salute to you, boys. Salute. Who else have we got? We got Balls Even Crypto. Oh yeah, the gearhead stepper in the house. I'm loving all this banter that's going on between all of these families. I think it's absolutely hilarious. Thank you all so much. Really, you make my day a bit brighter as well. Seeing all the stuff that goes on between you all. So today, I realize I've been doing so many streams with people all the time that I kind of haven't done a stream myself where we go through the projects and we go through the site and have a look and everything that's out there. So I think this is really a perfect opportunity to do it. When we get a bit further into this and we've got a few more people on board, I'll start to tell you some of the coming plans. I've got some confirmations today, so we'll be able to go through that too. Who else have we got? Hey, we got Drix in the house. How you doing, Drix? And we've got Archie. Oh, we've got Capone, the syndicates. Yeah. So really, what's been going on, right? I think the last major update that we saw was the marketplace, right? And the fact that you can literally click on an item now and it has its own, almost like a DEX tool, where it literally shows you how much has been sold, what it's been sold for. It's pretty much going through the whole lot. I'll bring up the screen in a minute, but we're having people coming in all the time now, so we'll keep saying hello. Hey, mate. Hello. Hexmole, thank you so much for coming back, Hexmole. Anyone that doesn't know, Hexmole was on the Twitter Spaces that I did last week, and some very good questions came up actually. So thanks very much for that. Keep the questions coming today. If there is anything that I can't answer personally, I'll be sure to find out and get an answer for you. I do have my Telegram open also. It's really sort of going to be just in case anyone really desperate needs to get in touch with me, but I'm going to try and not look at it, right, because I really get sidetracked. So yeah, there you go. Perfect. Thanks very much, Hexball. Okay, so yeah, what I'll do actually, I'll bring up this screen and I will show you all what I mean in case a few people missed out on it, right? Okay, so when you first go into MAFIA, oh, actually, let me get to this first. The reason that I called this the 4 billion pulse stream was because honestly, this hasn't moved in a little bit, and I really thought that we were going to get to 4 billion before this stream, but I do definitely think that we'll get to the 4 billion while we're actually on stream, so that'll be even cooler. Okay. Okay, we got people. Yes, Wookie, I'll stay focused. I will stay focused. Perfect. Alright, Max is hanging out with us for a while. Yeah, so I really thought we were going to get to 4 billion today, like literally, like anytime now. I mean, we can really see that we're pretty much there already, so I don't really mind too much. But I thought that this was very interesting. We all know that obviously the price of Pulse has been going up the last few days, so obviously that boosts the whole shebang really for all of us, But it's still very interesting. Now, 56% we can see of the vault right now is because of the purchase of the keys that we've been doing so far. Okay, that, like I told you last time, that surprised me. That really did. That actually surprised me quite a lot. But we can see that the gap is sort of it's 56.41. So the gap is sort of getting, the gap is starting to close a little bit. But we can, we've got a lot of new things happening at the moment. So it'll definitely, I think it'll stay like that, really. Anyone that is familiar with Pulse Mafia who is watching that doesn't know about BNB Mafia, it's pretty much exactly the same game over on the Binance Smart Chain. All the updates, as new updates start to come, they're starting to tally up. But it's BNB is lagging just a little bit in terms of the updates, but everything will be on par soon. All of the business items that we currently have on Pulse Mafia have already been bought. So basically, some of them are being sold now on the marketplace. We can see that a lot of the families are really starting to scoop these things up as we keep going. But there's, so there's none available left on Pulse Mafia, but there are a lot available still on BNB Mafia. We'll go through all of those. We'll have a look at the site again in a minute. But for now, this is what I want to talk to you about. So on the marketplace, this is the newest update that we have at the moment. On the marketplace, you can literally click on, I don't know, let's click on the first thing here. So we have a level 8 Johnny bodyguard, right? Anyone that doesn't know about the bodyguards, have a look at this channel, have a look at some of the clips. Basically, I clipped a lot of the videos that we did recently, a lot of the streams we did recently into bite-sized pieces, and there's little nuggets, really good information in every single one of them. So we can see here, just by clicking on this Johnny, so a level 8 Johnny, so it's pretty high level bodyguard. We can see here that ever since they came out, there was a massive swing in price over the first, four days, and then things have started to tail off. Now, is that because a lot of people have been just scooping them up and they think they have enough? Or is that just because a lot of people are selling them for a lot cheaper than they really, they really should do? So we can see here that there's been 5 sales so far. Just the Johnnies themselves, I think this is great. Just the level 8 Johnnies themselves have their own market cap. I think this is actually pretty cool. So we can see here, based on the price, based on the quantities, we can actually see a decent market cap. I think that's something which is pretty important actually as a moving forward. Okay, so we can see here, look, we've got active listings at the moment. So we've got someone is selling for 150, someone selling for 69, and these are all in paid out in Mafia. And there is one person that does an auction trying to sell it in PLS, which they will get charged to 20%, obviously. So yeah, I think this is tip top. This is absolutely tip top. Let's go back and have a look at something else. So let's have a look at, there we go, cash, $10 million cash. So $10 million cash, if anyone doesn't know, is the highest bracket cash that you can get. So if we look at some of the other things, not so much just even business items, but some of the high level cars, some of the high level weapon swaps, that Douglas will be the highest, the plane for travel. A lot of those, the prices have kind of been really up and down all around. Like we can even see here, look, so 400 to 300 to 375, that's maybe a consistent number. At the moment we've seen, again, 5 of them are sold, and so that's, again, that will be just the average price, right? 375. So I think personally, let me know in the comments here what you think, right? Because $10 million cash is the highest in-game cash you can get. It seems to me to be a little bit low. I mean, obviously we don't really know yet because, the map isn't out and all the rest of that stuff. But some of these items, I think people are literally just buying, $20 crates. They're getting something like this, and I mean, they're selling on a 15x. How great is that? So people are making money on this game before the game's even started, before the game's even out. I mean, I think those are fantastic numbers. So what have we got? So we've got 794 active players, 17 crime families, and like I say, the vault is rapidly approaching 4 billion. So Giffordware has the highest worth. These kind of, the top 5, maybe the top, let me have a look. The top 8, I would think, seem to fluctuate between themselves. Oh my God, look at this. So the most valuable player is number 8. That is Adept. That is Lit Gains. My life is awesome. He has been opening crates like a madman. Look at that. He's managed to get himself into the top 8 for his worth. That is cool. Well done. Well done. I like that. But look at this. Like Gifford Ware is 33,000 his worth. Right. So he's got what staked? He's got 20. Well, basically 20 million MAFIA staked. He's going to be getting, or he's on track to get 35 million pulse every single week from the vault, based on what's in the vault right now. And based on the price of, wow, based on the price of pulse right now, that's what, $1,500 ish, maybe $1,500, $1,500 every week, just for being him, basically, just for being the man. And then decide what he wants to do with that. Obviously, give it back to the family or don't. Oh, we've got a bunch more people in the comments. Let me see. Stay focused, Mark. Stay focused. Okay, people are telling me go syndicate or go home. So now this is true, right? This is absolutely true. So the syndicate, one of the families of syndicate, are on both chains, right? So there's still a huge amount of opportunity, especially with these keys, right? Getting these keys and getting business items for your families over on BNB. There's a lot of them available. There's still a lot of them left. So if you're thinking about, or if you have already joined a family, or if you think about joining a family on Pulse Chain, a lot of the families are also over on BNB. And remember, if the families are in the top 5, or really 8, if we think about it that way, but let's just say the top 5, if they're in the top 5, then you might, you know, if the family are in the top 5 on both chains, they get payouts both ways. So they get PLS and they get BNB. That sounds pretty juicy to me, because we know that the BNB MAFIA vault will launch at 500 BNB. Right now, I think it's about 115. Like I said, we'll check in a minute, but it's about 115 BNB, which, you know, that's turning nose up at even now. But obviously, we need to try and get to that 500 goal before this game launches. What's Mold saying? I wonder if any of the families will spend more than weekly rewards on the vault or in-game vote. Yes. I mean, Archie has discussed that. You know, it's really up to the families. The top 3 people in the families get paid. Okay, so the Don, the Consigliere, and the Capodicina. The 3 of those guys get paid. Then it's up to really the Don to decide what to do with the payouts that they get. I know that different families have different rates. I think actually we can check right here. I know that the syndicate were offering 50%. I think they're the top family. I think so. 50% of their payout. Is it 50%? Yeah, it was 50%. So 50% of their payout from the vault every week goes to a family share, right? So we can see here that's their family share. That's what they've decided to give out. And then so that will get literally distributed to all of these people, right? So if you keep scrolling down, we look at the member list. So we can have a look from their members top down. So this is obviously in worth value, ranked. So we're going to see here that they get just paid out. Everyone gets paid out every week. So, and that goes literally all the way down to, you know, people who are literally at the bottom. So they got what, 60 worth right down the very bottom. They still get 20,000 pulse a week. 20,000 pulse is absolutely fine. Obviously, you can rank up your characters too. And obviously, I think the higher you rank up your character, then the more value you add to the family. And then obviously you can get paid that way. This is streamed simultaneously on X and YouTube. So if you are someone that's watching us on X, hey, please do me a favor and subscribe to me, KvltDeFi, KvltDeFi. Make sure you subscribe to PLS MAFIA and BNB MAFIA also, right? Do me a favor and retweet this. We need to get a lot of people on here. We're starting to see the numbers actually starting to go up and up and up, which is really amazing. So thank you all for that. But you know, we can always do better. We can always get this, actually smash this out of the park. I have a firm belief that that this game is the bee's knees when it comes to what can be done with DeFi. You know, guaranteed money payouts, you rank up your character. Like there's over 50 ways to make money in this game. It's not just about top families. You can play as a solo player, you can play as a big player. If you really want to find out a lot of the in-depth stuff, please rewatch if you haven't already. Sorry, if you have, rewatch it. If you haven't, start watching it. It was a stream that I did last week with Jacob, Gifford, and Kool-Aid. The boys went deep. The boys went really deep. Like I said, that it has been clipped. That's going. There's 2 videos coming out every day on that. 2 clip videos coming out every day over the next sort of, I think it's 5 or 6 days. There will be another one actually coming out, I think in 50 minutes. It's already scheduled. But they're all little snippets of further along the line. I've done a lot of streams and I've done a lot of videos where I talk about what is MAFIA, what is the MAFIA game, the basic overview, how it works and all that. There's a lot of that content out there. So as we start to progress now, I'm starting to do more streams where we get a little bit more in depth, talk about the meat and potatoes of the whole thing, if you like. So yeah, keep watching, keep staying tuned, and all that good stuff. What have we got here? Pulse Nation is saying ETF next Tuesday. I heard that was it last Tuesday? It's supposed to be. Well, that's going to be great. Hopefully it does great things for Pulse Chain. Right, we need ETH to move. Everything will move. Archie is saying the MAFIA marketplace is the best NFT marketplace on Pulse Chain. Do you know what? I will second that. I think for volume, even just for volume, let's have a look. So total volume since this marketplace went live, which is what, maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't exactly know the exact date. I mean, I'm sure I could find out, but yeah, it's about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. $129,000 worth of items have been sold. I mean, that's a successful marketplace, isn't it? That's really good. I don't know the numbers from a lot of the other ones, but I follow them all. I'm in some of the Telegram chats, and those are pretty compelling numbers from my point of view. The top player ranking is a smoke and mirrors, he says. Definitely the best, but also the most exciting marketplace. I think so too. At least I set a nice 400 as a floor. Okay, was that with one of the things I was watching earlier? One of the items. What's this? Okay, thank you, Moondog. Buzz Nation saying number 30 player says player rank is a smoking mirror. And the Wookiee agrees with everything that Archie says. Well, surprise, 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 Wookiee. If you haven't already, make sure you follow Hex Token on the Hex Token channel. Superman's over there. Superman always streams at it's 2 a.m. Central European time, which is in 1 hour and 50 minutes ish. 1 hour and 47 minutes. He always covers MAFIA on all of his streams. He usually does a whole market look at first, and then he spends half his stream on MAFIA stuff. So good over there. Now bear in mind, some of the stuff that he says might be a bit biased, but that is because he is the consigliere of the syndicate. But yes, show your support for MAFIA in general. Okay. Okay. This is what we have now. Now, if we go to families again, I want to show you something. It's coming. Now, so the last update that we had was the inventory prices that we saw on Marketplace. Okay. I don't know why that's slow. Okay, it's there. Okay, that was the most recent update that we saw, but we have an update coming tonight. So there you go. Here's some news. I wonder, can anyone guess what it is? It's something which is pretty important I think it's going to have a lot of people talking. I think there might be a bit of backstabbing going on, but it is the allegiance update. So different families can have different allegiances. You know, if you're a family, no, someone has just put here, is it the map? No, it's not the map. The map is going to take a couple of weeks, and we're absolutely fine with that. But it is the allegiance update. So the allegiance update, a lot of different families at the very beginning, they sort of set their headquarters in a specific city. Some of them are in the same territories. Obviously, that might not work out for some of the smaller families if they have a big family in that territory. But what you can do, you can sort of create an allegiance. Allegiances are really beneficial because, number one, it helps you boost your security if you want. You know, you might go into allegiance and say, look, if anyone messes with me, I'll take care of you, but I'm going to need you to back me up if something happens. A lot of allegiance could be regarding money also, because let's just say a smaller family wants to, you know, do an allegiance with a bigger family. They might say, okay, yes, I will help support you, but I need something from it. That means that a lot of these smaller families could, in effect, if the bigger families were generous, the smaller families could also get a little taste of that vault payout every week. That'd be interesting. That would also show a lot of, you know, which dons are playing this for the long term, which dons are thinking strategically, which dons are in it just for themselves. We will see. We will see. Also, if you look at it another way, let's just say that there are some families there. Let's just say that there are some big families who have splinter families under their group. They exist. We know that they're out there. It could also be then that these smaller families, the sister families, if you want to put them that way, could do, you know, could join allegiance with their mothership family, and then they could also get a payout. Interesting. The plot thickens. This game is getting really, really big. This game is getting really, really big. It's getting really, really exciting. People, I mean, one thing also that would really help. I know that when I did the stream last week with Jacob and GiffordWare actually pointed out fact. Archie, I didn't actually hear from you about it, but he said that the most valuable item, business item in Chicago, I think you're headquartered in Chicago, yes. Right, headquartered in Chicago, the most valuable business item in Chicago would be the bullet factory, and that is not owned by the syndicate or a member of the syndicate. I haven't looked at the other cities, but I actually will. I'll do my homework ready for the next stream on that, because I didn't think about that before. I'll have a look and see which families, sorry, making notes, which families own what items in different cities. Hope I can read that back. I'm not a doctor, and my handwriting's terrible. Okay, let's have a look here. So he said, I heard that, but he admitted the fact that we own 45% of the businesses. That's right. Oh, there you go. Bargaining chips. Bargaining chips. And he says he has all that. Hit me up later. That is the man. See, that is an organized Don. That is an organized Don. Yeah, so allegiances are coming. Allegiances are coming, and they could be coming really anytime. You know, I mean, we usually get these updates, what? Now it is 20 past 12, Ryan. We usually get these updates between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning, my time, I guess. That's usually when they come around. So I won't be awake to see that happen if it's more than a couple of hours away. But I am happy to do another stream tomorrow, guys. Okay, so I want to get on to a bit of what's been happening behind the scenes with me. Okay, I think at this stage, my God, I've spoken to every influencer out there. No, but I'm having a lot of really good conversations with people. I can tell you now, it got confirmed that next Monday, so a week from today, I will be on stream with Mr. Meatball himself, Corey Costa. We will be going through MAFIA, and really not exactly how it works, because that's been done and Corey already knows that. But I'd like to go a little bit deeper and more discuss what exactly MAFIA could mean for Pulse Chain. Because we all know that we need people on Pulse Chain. We need people over here. We always said that we need transactions, keep the chain moving. But I asked a question today: how would I be able to track? Because we know that Thank You Richard Hart at one point, the project before this, that this kind of spawned out of. We know that at one stage that was responsible for 10% of all the transactions on Pulse Chain. Pulse Chain's got a bit bigger. There's a lot more projects, but this is spitting out transactions non-stop. It's absolutely non-stop. Like, it has to be way, way up there. It's just that every single crate that gets open, every single buy and sell, every single everything that you can do here. Even people literally just setting up their profiles to premium. Just even all those individual little clicks. Even this, the family bank, right? This just continues to go up, and it's going to continue to go up. Transactions. It's just transactions all the time. And what have we got here? The syndicate is open to offers you cannot refuse. Here we go. We've got some of the hustlers in the house. Thanks very much for joining us. Spirit Falcon's around all the time. I haven't heard from Lit actually in the last couple of days. I'll hit him up in DMs after this, see if it's all right. Yeah, but right now we can see what we got: 17 families. Let's look at these families. Let's see who's getting paid. So we can see, right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the syndicates, the gearheads, realistically top 2 all the time. It fluctuates between them a little bit, I think, but in general it's syndicate. And the Yakuza, I think I know who they are. Actually, I don't even know if it's a secret anymore. But they are a splinter family from the syndicate. The Salamancas, actually the Salamancas, I was trying to set up something with Hector to get him on stream, and he never got back to me. I'll have to check on that one as well. We can see here that the Hustlers number 5, Lick Gaines, really well done. He tried hard for that. He opened crates, or the key. He used the keys so much that he's managed to actually get him a pretty good position. Right, and then we've got places 6, 7, and 8. So we can see on the vault access here on the right hand side, we can see that when the vault pays out every single week, that the syndicate are going to get 30% of the 10% that comes out from the vault, right? And then gear is 25, 20, 15, 10, and then we have these 3 placeholders, these conditional payouts, right? So the understanding is that when the vault payout comes out on a weekly basis, if the preceding week, if the next week payment is higher than the previous week, then the 5% payout happens. So as the game starts getting bigger and as the vaults start getting bigger, more people get paid. And then obviously any of these allegiances that come around could mean that some of these smaller families down here would also, pretty much likely to get a payment. I think that's kind of it, yeah. Those allegiances are going to be absolutely great. And we've seen now that with premium profiles, we can see that you can hide your inventory and stuff like that. So I wonder then, the allegiances, how visible is all the allegiance stuff going to be? Because if you can hide things in your profile already, just on an individual basis, why wouldn't the families be able to hide information too? You know what I mean? What have we got here? So, is there something wrong? Guys, can you just put in the comments if you can see my screen? I think I might have pressed the wrong button. Yeah, so all right, so let's just stop sharing screen for a second. Okay, well, that's just stopped. Okay, so sorry, I just have to reload this. For some reason it crashed. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting now with this, with the allegiances, right? How much of it is going to be, hidden, possibly hidden, compared to how much of it is going to be seen. Thank you very much for that, Pulse Nation. No screen. Yeah, I just had to reload that screen. That's all. I'll be back in a sec here. But yeah, so we can see. When I do open this now, I'll be able to show you. But we can see, right, that here we go. Share screen again. So we can see if we just click on Capone, for example. The animations are great too. I forgot about the animations. I forgot to mention them. Those are great. Let's have a look. I still think Carlo's the best one, and Carlo's the best one so far, and I think Knuckles. I think Knuckles from the Syndicate as well, because Knuckles, his glove turns into a gun. So yeah, so look, we can see here, because he's a premium member, that his inventory is listed as private. Now that's hugely important if you're a player that, you know, that you're kind of worried. You know, if you're worried that you're going to have a target on your back non-stop, I think then that would be a worry. So it's good that you can hide that. We can see here that Capone, he is too rich to be true. And we can see that he's getting 32 million pulse every week paid out from that vault. And fair play to him. He's given half of the vault payments to the whole family. I think that's really, really cool. Right, so let's catch up with some of these comments. Okay, what have we got? So the Syndicate hit family, yes, I saw that. Hit family plus on both chains. So in order to reach family plus, 50% of your members have to be premium members, and then the family becomes a member or premium. So woohoo, yes, Wookie. Pulse Nation says, good job, Syndicate. Here we go. Capone looks like a pit bull. Santa, are you sure? Is that a real thing? Let me have a look. I haven't seen it. So we're going to players. Have a look. Crypto Furio, thanks very much for joining us. Welcome back. Here we go. That is, oh, there we go. Santa is the guy, he's the hitman, right? He's the guy that's going to, you know, come walking into your little shop, stick one in between your eyes. So waiting to hear what we get for Family Plus. Ah, listen, all will be revealed. All will be revealed. See, it's okay to keep asking all the questions. Just don't be upset if you don't get the answers all the time. That's all. Yeah, the Christmas trees in the background. And yes, he changed his race. There's a few of those. I actually think, because I set up, when I was doing videos, I set up a few, like, you know, profiles, character profiles, just so to show people how to do it. And a couple of mine are premium. And yes, yeah, changing race is absolutely possible in this game. The Christmas tree. Yeah, so I mean, I think this is absolutely shit hot, really, the way things are going. Yeah, again, look, I think this inventory, the private inventory, I think is really, really important. But then on the marketplace, I don't know. No, at the moment we can't search sales by user. Oh my God, guys. Okay, this is something I wanted to let you guys know about. Okay, so we can see here inside these keys, you can get MAFIA token, right? Since the last update, right? You can get MAFIA token. It started off with 50 million MAFIA inside these keys, right? There's 38.7 million MAFIA tokens remaining inside these keys. So just because you have all your business items, that's absolutely fine. But there is literally free money inside these keys, real free money, right? And also we can see that inside the keys there are other keys. You can also win other keys. I know that Liz got 50 keys on one of his streams a couple of weeks ago. Literally, he was down to his last key. He opened it, and he opened the crate, and he got 50, and he used that to build up his inventory. So yeah, so inside there are these game keys. Look, the top prize will be 100 keys, 100 game keys inside one, and then remember there is 38.7 million MAFIA tokens remaining, right? There are so many ways to make money on this game. Yeah, I've seen some funny ones. When does Wookie get a lightsaber? Hey, that'd be pretty interesting, actually. You should ask your consigliere to ask Jacob. Yeah, so, okay, so that is put. Let's have a look at BNB. Let's have a little look, see. Because I'm pretty sure that I'll make that bigger. Hang on a second. Yeah, so we can see, right? So on BNB, we've actually got more active players. So we've got more profiles set up over on BNB. So we've got 860 compared to what, the 794, I think it was. 860, 17 crime families. And the vault now is at 116 BNB. Okay, so it crept up a little bit. We can see here. Okay, let's have a look at families. So the original gangsters are top. They've been top for a while. They've got 122,000 worth. That's actually pretty good. Well done, Lucky and the guys. Syndicate number 2 with 109. And we can see here that the member number, wow. So the Yakuza have 85. Okay, I think some of the families, in order to get their family plus, culled some of the members. They probably put them into the sister ones, really. I think that's why the syndicate numbers have gone down, the Yakuza numbers have gone up. I mean, it makes sense to do it, absolutely. We can see here now, so 1, 2, I don't know about the Illuminati, but wow, if it's true, Archie, 3 in the top 5, mate. Well done, well done. Crypto Pride has 4 members now. Well done, Crypto Pride. Get up there. Yeah. So 17 different families. Loads and loads of players. Right. Let's have a look at the market because I want to see. Oh, sorry, not the market. Sorry, the crates, which should be keys. Okay. So we can see, look, so from the business items that are remaining, there's 48, and no one has won any MAFIA on BNB from their keys. No one has won any. Rookie with a lightsaber or Granny with a Tommy gun. I think the Grand Clan are doing great. Here you go. Right, so how do you raise your payout within the family, right? Now, a lot of the families are being pretty fair, or pretty strict, should I say. A lot of families are being pretty straight, and they're saying, look, you get into the family, If you get in a bit late, what is your personal inventory like? What can you bring to the family? What is your individual strategy if you get into a family? Right, you have to reach out to these families and ask these questions, because a lot of them are different. Some of the families have you have to buy your way in, right? Some of the families have a pretty stringent screening process, and some of the families just want members. So it's really up to the family what they want to do. But hey, I haven't actually seen you in the Telegrams, Hexmall. Are you in there? If you're not, buddy, hey, join them. Here, I will stick this up. There. So PLS Mafia and BNB Mafia game. Reach out to some of these families. A lot of the families now have their own individual family channels. I'm pretty sure that you're in gift tech, or in the yeah, it could be, but I don't know if that was confirmed or not that you're in there. So, but yes, reach out to some of these families. A lot of them, are very eager for new members. A lot of them are eager to bolster their inventory, so their power, their strength. So, a lot of the families might say, okay, well, look, if you come on and you bring all this value to us, then maybe we'll just kick you back a bit extra, or we give you a higher ranking, basically a top 3 space, right? Yeah, I think it's phenomenal that there's still 50 million Mafia remaining over on BNB, and there's 48 business items. I think that is going to be, once the map comes out and we really get to see exactly what's going on, then I think we'll see a big boost on BNB Mafia. Yep, there you go. So based on your individual worth relative to all the other members, that's pretty cool. And don't remember those top 3 spots. Okay, am I connected there? Yes, you can see here that I haven't joined a family. I haven't, and I won't be. Look at this, you guys are getting into it. That's awesome. Yeah. So we got, like Jacob said, we have the allegiances going live. That's going to be really the next nice thing for us. And then obviously we have the map. We do know that the map will be out. Well, Jacob says 2 to 3 weeks. That was a week ago. So let's give him another 3 weeks anyway, just to be on the safe side. But these are coming fast and thick, these things. That's what are we saying here? So what was the question? So the question was, oh, here we go. So the question was, is staking Mafia a benefit to the family? Yes, it is, because it boosts your individual worth. And obviously, if you're in a family, it boosts the family's worth also. And also, staking your Mafia in-game before launch earns you a 0.5% auto-compounding fee every single day. So not only, it actually, not only does it build your bank account, effectively, your in-game bank account, but it also builds up the family. That was a number that we can see ticking up and up and up and up on the family page. Yeah, so click on the family. I'll show you how it goes. I'll show you Syndicate right now. Yeah, so that was another big one, actually. It was the fact that anyone that has Mafia staked, you will be getting a free airdrop of bullets as well when that comes around. Well done for saying that, Archie. Yeah, so the bullet airdrop is there. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen with health at the moment, but we do know that health, health and bullets are going to have, their own LPs, the whole lot. There'll be a lot of back and forward with that. It was actually interesting what Jacob was saying on the stream with GIF and Kool-Aid about health, because right now people know that they need bullets, right? That's the game. The game is you need bullets because if you want to kill somebody, but the cost of killing somebody could be actually quite expensive. But so people are still stockpiling bullets, but people are not really stockpiling health, because the thinking is I'll only need the health if I'm in a situation where I feel like I'm going to be attacked, or if I'm under or if I'm under attack. But surely it would make sense just to have a lot of both. Something happening here. My screen gone again. Okay, so sorry, I'll have to refresh that. Yeah, so the family counter keeps going up. I can see, actually, I'm looking right now. I'll bring my screen back. Oh, okay, so there are questions there. Question is, how many members can be in one family? It is pretty much unlimited. Yeah, it is. And the thinking behind it is, obviously, families are going to come and go all the time. So if you're to put a limit on a family, then there's nothing stopping that family from just literally creating a sister family with extra members. And then you're all still kind of splitting the same anyway. So it doesn't really make sense that way. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah. So, guys, honestly, I went through that. I think I breezed through that pretty fast. If there are any more questions, let me know. But we've kind of gone through it. Now, listen, it's the Allegiance update that's coming next, which I will be happy to go through that with you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't exactly know what time I'm going to be streaming it, because I have a. No, it'll be the same time. It'll be the same time. I'll come on at the same time, and we can do that. Look, if anyone out there hasn't subscribed to me, it's KvltDeFi, KvltDeFi. Obviously, if you're watching this, then you're already on either the YouTube channel or the X channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, guys. I can see in the stats that it's, on YouTube especially, it's something like 48% of you are not subscribed. So do us a favor and subscribe. The question there from Hexmol, a bit late to stake MAFIA now, I guess. No, not at all. Basically, by staking MAFIA, you are going to get 0.5% auto compounded on that total every single day until game launch. And we know the game launch isn't happening really, it's not going to be happening anytime soon, because we still have 6 stages to go. Right, we still have 6 stages to go, so it makes sense, if you're thinking about it, because what will happen is, as soon as the full game goes live, you will get all of your initial MAFIA plus all of that extra yield back unstaked, back in your wallet, and then it's really up to you if you're going to be doing it again. When you want to put it back into the game again. So really, it makes sense. Buy it, stake it, but in order to stake it, got to be in a family. Yeah, the initial thinking was we were going to launch at 5 billion. Jacob and team thought that would, by the time we get to that stage, it'll give them enough time for development and stuff. But like I say, this stream was because the vault is pretty much at 4 billion. So we're still really, really, really early. Oh, there you go. Pulse Nation just said it. We're still really, really, really early. There's still a lot of stages to go. There's still a lot of development stuff that has to happen. So we will get there, and we will get there pretty sharpish, I think. But right now, it's just smash it out of the park. We really build up these numbers, join families, create characters. I actually thought it was very interesting as well, before we close, that Jacob was saying, so if you are attacked, it obviously makes sense that you have the highest protection bodyguards, right, to bolster that attack, because they will get, you know, injured before you do. But you can only use one bodyguard at a time, right? So if one dies, you can purchase them off the marketplace, because you need it like quick snap. You know, you can't wait for the cooldown. Or if you have a second profile, and your second profile has a bunch of bodyguards, you can just transfer it to yourself. I think that would work. Anyway, guys, that is it from me. Thanks very much. We've pretty much been going for an hour. I covered what I had to cover. Look forward to the Allegiance update that's coming tonight. That is what we will be discussing tomorrow. I can see here when map updates. Maps will be coming. Jacob said last week it would be about 3 weeks away. So now technically 2 weeks away, but let's give them 3 weeks anyway. If it comes sooner, we can all be happy. If it takes a bit longer, it doesn't really matter. What you can do though, stake your MAFIA, join a family, stake your MAFIA and earn more MAFIA, or buy a bunch of keys, open the keys in the hope that you win some of the 38 million MAFIA that's available on Pulse, or some of the 50 million MAFIA that's available on the Binance Smart Chain. Those numbers are insane. You know, imagine someone getting the really lucky dip. The really lucky dip of hitting, open a key, get 10 keys. In those 10 keys, get one of the high price MAFIA coin tokens, token payouts. That would be pretty awesome. Guys, if you're still around, in 1 hour and 13 minutes, watch Superman. Tell him I said hello. I will not be on it. I'm going to sleep. It's late. But hey, I will catch you all tomorrow. As usual, if there's any questions or anything, you can absolutely reach out to me. You can absolutely reach out to me on my DMs on X, KvltDeFi, on Telegram. It's KvltDeFi as well. No such thing as a bad question, except if it's why. No, I won't even go into that again. I put that to bed last time. But hey, really, get in contact and we'll see what we can do. All right. What have I got? I got one more thing here from Archie. Have you gotten any more family invites? I get family invites all the time, but I can't because I don't want to be biased. Like I said before, like we even saw on the Giffordware video. Mickey is a neutral territory. Mickey's a bit of an advisor, a go-between. But keep the invites coming. It's always nice to know that you guys value me. Okay. All right. Go watch Superman in a bit. I'll catch you later.